This portion of the news is brought to you by Ron Carter Cadillac.
Thank you for tuning in to NTV Houston. I'm Lindsay Christian with tonight's top headlines and news. The impeachment inquiry process will move forward. A vote passes that lays the groundwork for next steps. A deadly train fire kills over 70 people in Pakistan. Wildfires sweeping across the state of California, leaving hundreds of thousands in the dark. It's Halloween. We have some parties with a purpose to tell you about. More coming up only on NTV Houston. We start tonight in Washington, a House deeply divided as Democrats vote to move forward with the impeachment process. Lawmakers passed a resolution that will establish ground rules for the inquiry against President Trump. The resolution lays the groundwork for public hearings, evidence in any transcripts, and will ensure the process is in order with the Constitution.
This Constitution is the blueprint for our republic and not a monarchy. But when we have a president who says Article 2 says I can do whatever I want, that is in defiance of the separation of powers. That's not what our Constitution says. So what is at stake is our democracy. What are we fighting for? Defending our democracy for the people.
We take no joy in having to move down this road and proceed with the impeachment inquiry, but neither do we shrink from it.
If, after a fair and thorough inquiry, the allegations against President Trump are found to be true, they would represent a profound offense against the Constitution and against the people of this country. It is the duty of the House to vindicate the Constitution and to make it crystal clear to future presidents that this kind of conduct, if proven, is an affront to the great public that place their trust in him or her.
If the House impeaches Trump, the Senate would hold a trial to decide whether to remove him from office. Meanwhile, Republicans responded in a press conference saying the vote was a sham.
Today, the country just witnessed the only bipartisan vote on that floor was against. The question to the Speaker are the same questions I provided in a letter about the unfair process that we had. What has changed since March? In all the hearings, there's nothing compelling, nothing overwhelming. So the Speaker should follow her own words on what bipartisan vote on that floor and in the sham that has been putting this country through this nightmare. That's exactly what this vote shows today.
And more in the impeachment investigation. The day after resigning, Tim Morrison, the president's former top advisor for Russian and European affairs, testified behind closed doors today. He's the first White House employee appointed by the president to meet with investigators and testify. Morrison raised concerns about Trump's efforts to push Ukraine to investigate his political rivals. His testimony could verify key information of a top U.S. diplomat's account and be the impetus to remove the president from office. Tragedy and chaos in Pakistan. Over 70 people dead after a fire erupts on a moving train in Punjab. The railways minister said 2 gas cylinders and a gas stove erupted while some passengers were preparing their breakfast, which caused the fire. People screaming, jumping from the speeding train in panic. Some from nearby villages rushed to the scene with buckets of water, trying to help put out the fire. Survivors say it took nearly 20 minutes to stop the train, which was carrying about 850 people. Most of the victims were members of an organization of Islamic missionaries. The fire was believed to start in their compartment. Railway officials say gas cylinders were not allowed on the train, but somehow the passengers managed to hide the cylinders inside bags and get past security staff when they boarded. The Prime Minister offering his condolences.
Rahim Yar Khan train tragedy. It's trying to imagine what they must be going through right now. We just pray for them. May the Almighty Allah give them strength to bear this loss.
Investigators will take a close look at the train's braking system as well. On the West Coast, about 250,000 Californians are in the dark without power as raging wildfires sweep across the state, destroying homes. Utility companies are shutting off power to prevent equipment from sparking more fires. Crews working around the clock to battle fires and make sure people are evacuating to safety. In some areas, strong gusty winds are traveling up to 70 miles per hour. Most of Los Angeles and Ventura counties remain under red flag warning for extreme fire danger through tonight. And coming up after the break, Halloween parties with a purpose. Stay tuned.
Inspired by India's colorful culture and world's finest spice cuisines, Kitchen Crafted's Mumbai Masala brings the taste of Mumbai to every dish. Blend in, spice up. We know you love the power of fire and ice. Kitchen Crafted's Fire and Lime is a globally inspired seasoning that works great as a rub. Your senses will thank us. Blend in, spice up. Inspired by India's colorful culture and world's finest spice cuisines, Kitchen Crafted's Love My Chai Spice is great for tea, coffee, and desserts. Time to blend in and spice up.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
The 2019 Model Year in event now at Ron Carter Cadillac has been worth the wait. Enjoy our lowest payments of the year. Sign and drive new 2019 Escalade Premium Luxury for just $899 a month, or 39-month lease with just $1 down, or get 0.9% APR for 72 months. Or loyal Cadillac and competitive model owners receive $18,000 in savings. Your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Well, today is Halloween, and here in Houston, it's not just about trick-or-treating. Some are using it as a way to give back. Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson's foundation hosted a Halloween party for 300 students at a charter school on the city's east side. The kids were selected to attend based on good behavior, grades, and attendance. They got to decorate pumpkins, play games, dance, and get free costumes.
See that joy and see that happiness, because you never know what those kids are going through in everyday life and the struggles that they're going through, and just to be able to have this moment, to be able to inspire them, to kind of get them out of their natural zone to kind of have some fun is always exciting.
I want to ask you about the Astros. Tonight's a big night.
It is.
I'm sure you're supporting them as well.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, Astros, this is the time to do it. Might as well go ahead, not wait on no one else. Just go ahead and finish it off, get that ring, celebrate, and hopefully they have the parade by the time we get back from London. So that's the biggest thing.
The Deshaun Watson Foundation was created earlier this month to support families and youth in underserved communities. NTV Houston was a proud sponsor of a Halloween fashion show event in Sugar Land, and I even got to be a model for the night. Well, kind of. Take a look. Michael Jackson's Thriller set the tone for the spooky beauty and handsome beast fashion show and dance extravaganza. The Sugar Creek Country Club transformed into a glamorously haunted ballroom.
I'm benefiting other organizations and individuals, but I am actually exploring the talent in particular people. If they have it, I see that there's a talent there, and I actually give them the platform to promote their talent. And I'm actually creating, you can say, the value of creativity in today's entertainment world.
Jasmeeta Singh is the event organizer. It's her 4th year hosting the production to raise awareness and money for nonprofit organizations. A night of glitz and glam, ghosts and goblins, featuring talented dancers and models.
Being able to do a show like this, a show at the United Nations, like he was saying, and even for other Indian designers. So it's been good.
and some of Houston's top designers, including Anil Rana, and their fabulous creations.
Tonight's fashion show extravaganza will feature several top designers, including Anil Rana, and I'm just lucky to wear one of his haute couture designs.
Jazz, creations, they always give a good platform to work here, right? It's very different what I'm bringing it up, right? Because every year we have something different theme. So this will be very, very different one. So.
You have to top it each year.
That's the challenge for me, yes. And which comes, by the grace of God, everything comes natural, so,
It's a shock because I wasn't expecting it, I didn't do it as a hobby, I did it because I loved it, but the community really accepts me and it's great.
It's one of the ways that we are able to kind of show who we are, what we believe in, and just kind of like share with the world. Look amazing.
It was a good, or should I say ghoulish, good time, all in the name of giving back. Let's take a quick break, then we'll look at what's happening in sports and weather. Stay tuned.
Every day, law enforcement, firefighters, tow operators, and other emergency personnel risk their lives responding to calls for help. The Move Over or Slow Down law requires that you clear the lane closest to responding vehicles or reduce your speed to 20 miles per hour below the posted limit. Following this important law helps prevent crashes and saves lives. The next time you see flashing lights ahead, travel smart and move over or slow down. A road safety message from Houston TransStar.
The 2019 model year-end event now at Ron Carter Cadillac has been worth the wait. Enjoy our lowest payments of the year. Sign and drive new 2019 XT4 for just $359 a month or new XT5 for just $379 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down, or get 0.9% APR for 72 months on any 2019 Cadillac. Your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. This will be a very nice day.
In sports, the Washington Nationals are the World Series champs, the first ever in franchise history. They beat the Houston Astros 6-2 in a nail-biting Game 7 right here in the city at Minute Maid Park. So long for home field advantage. While a heartbreaking loss for the Astros, they can proudly say they won 107 regular season games. Well, there's always hope for next year. Turning now to weather, you'll definitely need to bundle up tonight if you're heading out to trick or treat, but look forward to sunny, warmer weather over the next few days. Here's what you can expect. Well, that's all for now. I'm Lindsay Christian. Don't forget to download our NTV Houston app to watch us on the go. Have a good evening.